Hello my fellow mayors and welcome once again to Perafilozof City Skylines videos. In this one I'll be continuing to build up the city in which I plan to reach 1 million population on the hard mode. In the previous few episodes I was trying to use the Hadron Collider, but that turned out not to be a good idea because it increased my unemployment by 30%, almost 40%, and in order to reduce that unemployment I had to break away from the current design and enter with a lot more office space, industrial buildings, and therefore it was just not doing the trick. It did level up a lot of the buildings, I was having higher income, I did have a lot more CIms to move in into the newly leveled up buildings, as high density levels higher than 4 or 3 takes up the same amount of space but can have more CIMs per building, and then the commercial buildings leveled up as well, the industry leveled up. But the problem was that I had huge unemployment, I had a problem with not enough uneducated or educated for my industry. The industry was having a harder time to be zoned anew. Only the previously built industry could level up, the new ones did not have enough workers, and so I decided to go back a few saves, and in the previous episode I had built up to this much. Actually, the previous 2 episodes I have built up almost the entire area here, and I am slowly coming over to the end of this area here. After this residential zone, the next will be more commercial offices and then some industry, and that will probably be it for this area. So I have to think big, I have to think what's gonna happen next. I have already unlocked this area here and this one here, these two tiles, and I also have the small tile here. Now I've been thinking whether or not to build up this tile next before I enter into these tiles or buy a new one. Over here I also have some room, but I think until I unlock this tile I won't be building here. The easiest thing would be to develop here on this tile, but the problem is if I were to limit this area to just this much, what would I do around here with the rest? Would it be away from the highway, or somehow would I extend around here? So that's the problem that I have at the moment, and in order to build here next to the river itself I would have to buy two tiles. I would have to buy this one, and I would also somehow have to buy this one over here, but as you know you have only 25 tiles to work with, so 1 2 3 4 1 2 3 4 5 over here. Yeah, I'm totally unsure as to... Oh, here we go, it's down here that the map expands, so this would be the fifth tile, so 1 2 3 4 5. So this area over here is the expansion. For some reason I always thought it was the upper side. In that case I might as well fill up these top tiles and then work my way down. Now that I've looked at it, there isn't that much space down there to build on. I kinda might have chosen the wrong map to build this huge of a city, although no matter which map I chose there's always mountains, lakes, rivers, so there isn't that much space available in any map, no matter which one it is. And when I take a look at just how much space I've already used up in order to get 135,000 people, I kind of find it not possible to reach 1 million on these tiles. I mean, maybe if I could unlock 81 tiles, I know there's a mod for that too, but in any event I will leave that for the future. Now I know that up here I can go any higher up here, which means that I can only unlock this area here and then build up the style to the edges right here with the highways. So before we go into that, let's just see over here. So this is pretty much everything. More industry will go here, so that I don't have to import goods, that I will have plenty of goods. So yeah, over here I will need to build up some more industry as the demand shows up. More residential areas are building here as more people move in. I already have 175,678 population. These industrial buildings need to be demolished so new ones can pop up and hopefully gain educated workers and therefore level up. And what I wanted to do was to finish up building up these areas. So 4x4 like this, and another 4x4 would be here. So that would be a little bit more for the high density commercial than usual, but that's fine. I guess I can use up this entire area for the high density commercial buildings. So after that would go more offices like this. and then the end of it would be industry, probably some more offices afterwards. Although considering the fact how much goods am I already missing, what I could do is already build up more industry towards the edge of the map. What's this? A pillar? Ah. Gotta get out of the way so that I can continue these streets further. I think this one is gonna be, yeah, it is in the way. To move that one as well. It is always a good idea to get the streets through here before I raise the highway so that I don't have problems later on. Like I said, because of the fact that I need so many goods, I might as well get all of this to be industry in order to get those extra goods. As for these roads, how much further can I get them to go? That much? Okay. And so this would all be industrial areas in order to make sure that I have plenty of goods to sell to my commercial areas. Although the industry, it does take a long time to get its workers and level up, but that is expected to happen. So the demand is kind of low, but I need to keep expanding. Like I said, I want to expand over here. There is a little bit of space remaining here. I'll see what I can do about with that later. Might even not do anything and just keep to this area here for this part of the city. There is also this railway here, and I will need to deal with this as well. The railway goes through here and goes into that part of the city. So in this part I can also use some cargo train terminals. In order to do that, this would need to be straight, and then this would all have to be changed. I have to pause the game because I'm disconnecting the way the trains are coming in. So this would all get bulldozed. This thing would have to be moved because it wouldn't fit how this city is gonna be designed. Now let's see, yes, the highway itself will be going up here and going up, and so will the railway. So the railway should go up first because it's kind of hard to do it later on. So railway, here we go, and then going up, page up once, as soon as it will go up. So about here. Actually, it should have gone up a little bit sooner, as far as I can see. Although for that, I think I would have to raise the highway, perhaps. Let's see if that's possible in any event. So, starting from here, and to go up, and how far would I have to go? Here. Yeah, I think that was bit sooner? I hope so. Alright, and the highways will be going up as well. So this one goes from here, yes? Yeah, now there's a little bit of a problem. The road is giving me trouble if I try to use the snapping tool because of the pillars from the railway. So in order to get rid of this problem, I will have to move this highway a little bit, if at all possible, because it's already very close to this pillar and there could be only slight movement that I could do here. So let's see what we can do about this. Unuse the snap tool and then go about here. Yeah, I think that should do the trick. And now let's move this thing further. Now it's gonna be interesting to see how do I connect this. I mean, I think I can connect it the same way I did over here. We'll see how that's gonna turn out. So going from here with the snapping tool on, 180 degrees, and I think that would have to end about here. Okay. And from here and from here I get two lines coming towards here. Well, if I connect this one to go straight up like this, I could have it connect with one line down here like this, and with another up here and then connect this one up here to this one over here. Yeah, I think that would be the simplest solution. So from here I'd go page up and then I think I need to curve it in order to raise it up. Come on, don't be stubborn. That's annoying. About like this, I think. Okay, this will work out, I think. And then it comes to this one at about here. Actually, I think I can just keep moving this one forward, bring this one close enough. Actually, this looks straight. So about here, and then one would go like this, and the other one would go if it wants to go, but it doesn't seem to want to go. Okay, how about something less? Yeah, I guess it just has to have a lot of room. So like this, and then nah, this is the only one it wants to connect to. I think it has something to do with where these pillars are at. Maybe if I ever to add it like this and then try to connect. Yeah, still the same. Well, I'll have to live with this. Okay, and from here I just keep going up and then have this like here, so I need to go down and then create a curved line for the actual train stations, so they would go about here, meaning this would go down here and then page down, have enough space to bring it down, so about here. And how does it look here? So then it goes one to the other side, one to this side. I think I would have to place them first to see exactly how this would look like. If I remember correctly, I go by connecting it at and down, and then if I place it here, it's gonna be far enough, I think, although I need to get rid of this thing. And now this is gonna be a little bit problematic. How do I get the bridge to go from here to here if I place these so close to the edge? Yeah, that's not gonna work like that because they have to connect up here back to it. So actually what I need to go to is about here, and this needs to go back a few lines, so it will actually go down from here. Then it's gonna go to this side, and this is where the train stations are gonna be at. So one will be here, the other one will be here, then this connects as a curved line. Actually needs to go down even before this, about here, I think. Then curves over here. I may have given it a little bit more room than I usually do, but I still do need a lot of space for the roads to get through here. Yeah, a little bit too much space, but still, it's fine. And now it needs to go back to being a single road. Actually, I think I will make this thing first and then see where exactly it's gonna have to be at. So like this. Or I could just go over here. Nah, I think I'll keep to this straight line. So it would go like this, this then be destroyed. This should keep going forward and connect here into this thing. Okay, not like that. That would be a problem. Like this, I suppose. It's kind of a hard turn, but I think it's gonna be okay. And now these things can connect to the bridge itself. And that's about everything that needs to be done. For that to work, I think I can let the game run once again, because the trains will now be operational. I just need to turn off these things so that they do not require power, water, or spend money on upkeep. So how are these areas developing? Rather nicely. I probably haven't placed enough parks for all of them, but so far they do not even need any, so I won't even place more parks here. I'll let them expand on their own. Hopefully they will have power, and they should have water coverage, so that should be okay. As for this thing, it needs to go up actually, so what I did was a little bit wrong, because it should have gone up here as soon as possible, so that would be about here. And I will try to keep the pillars of the highway at the same spots where there are pillars of the railway, in order to make sure that I can draw streets underneath later on. So how was it that I went around this problem? I think by going up. So over here, then once more here, and then go down. Ah, this pillar is in the wrong place now. Nope, I want it to be down here. There we go. And then another pillar here. Here. This then goes a little bit wide actually. Yeah, I kinda got a little bit too much off to the side. Need to fix this. I think the snapping tool kinda screwed me over. Okay, better. And now it has to go through here and end about here. Then from here it goes to the right, raised once, and it goes all the way back to here. From here it connects into this one without much problems, and that finishes that side. Now I need to do this side as well. This is the highway that connects these two parts, which needs to be extended all the way up here, and then one side of this one will connect to that one and to this one down here, going down here into this one over here. Let's see about the abandoned buildings. A lot of them. They still need leveling up. How about on this side? I see 2, maybe more. 2 more over here. Any more down here? Nope. How's the population? 178,000. Excellent. So, and even over here I have more buildings. Do they have school coverage? No. Do they have high school coverage? Yes. Oh. University coverage? Yes. Bus stops? No bus stops. And one thing that I forgot to do is create a new bus line that's gonna connect this part of the city with the other parts. Although I do think I see a green one going through here, so that might be enough. Although this part here may need bus stops in order to get this industry to level up more easily, so I think I need to do something about this as well. And also I didn't extend the bus lines through here, which is something that needs to be done right now. Okay, so that's the bus line extended here, and it even extends all the way up here. which is excellent because now some of these areas will have bus stop coverage, and that's gonna be perfect to help level up these buildings. You can see that some of them are already at level 2, even going close to level 3. And there should also be a metro stop there as well. So this would go by being drawn from here, maybe actually to here, then curves a little bit to bring it where? To bring it down here. I have a metro stop in here that would connect to this network in here and then connect to this one right here. Excellent. Now to draw some stops, let's see, blue one over here and then all the way to here. A red one could have a stop here and a green one as well, if I can catch it. Nope, that would be a new one. I want the older one. Ah, this may be a little bit of a problematic thing to catch. Maybe from here. Yeah, there we go. Managed to draw it. There. Okay, so that should be operational and help increase the level of these buildings. Ah, more abandonment. Still they need time to level up. And where do I stop at building here? I think I need to draw some more water pipes if I want good coverage. This looks odd. So like this, and that's pretty much everything. Now as for the capacity itself, we'll need to upgrade, and for the garbage capacity I've actually gone over it 20,000, 30,000, so definitely need to upgrade that as well. Because over here I have mostly industry, I might as well have the garbage disposal in here. Incineration plant can go here and that should do the trick. As for the water treatment plant can go here like this. And water pumping station can go onto the lake. The lake is still not being drained as the water has never dropped much away from this tree. There are waves and everything in here now because this water source is being drawn over here into the water pumping stations, but as you can see, almost 2.5 million water being pumped from that water source and it's still not drying up. Okay, some of the newest industries going banned. Population 181,000. This is growing rather nicely. Unemployment just 3%, seniors 23%, and the birth rate is higher than the death rate. These areas has filled up rather nicely, I must admit. And over here, I think I can even extend the influence of the high density housing policies that are the tax raise and the high-tech housing. Those are the policies that I use in this district, which covers the areas of the city that are totally built up, and I will extend it over here very soon. As for over here, I think even here I can do this and create a new district. For this I'll need to pause the game slightly. Let's see, clear this up. Then create a new district here, which is going to have the policy for tax raise and high-tech housing. Well, this district will not. It will be with the reduced taxes for the CIms to move in faster. Okay, slightly finish this, and now the policies here: tax raise, high-tech housing, big business benefactor, pet ban, and parks and recreation. Excellent. So the city is growing rather nicely and without adding a Hadron Collider, which produced too many problems to be worthwhile. Okay, well, I still do have a lot of job to do around here and expand but I will leave this for the next episode. Thank you all for watching and please stay tuned for more.